Hey everybody, this is going to be just a really short series on this Philco 41-280 that I'm restoring. This is a large console unit. What you're looking at here is the chassis, and then the cabinet needs a lot of work, and I'm going to probably video more of that than I am the electronics part of it, because you've already seen this stuff. Matter of fact, Don at Restore Old Radios did this exact radio himself, so I'm not going to go through the details of showing you what I'm doing. You've already seen this 1,000 times. So really where we are is this was a mouse house and a rust bucket, and really bad. And you'll see that I've started to clean the chassis off. I've actually was going to pull the transformer out and redo it, and I decided not to. So I've obviously stripped the bell, painted it, so that's all done. I've shined up the cans, but I'm going to do that a little bit different and make it a little more shiny using the Mother's Mag Polish. And really what I've done here is I've used a combination of navel jelly and sandpaper to get the rust off, and I've knocked off most of the rust. I have a little bit right here, right in this area, which I'm going to get to. But essentially, that's what we're doing with the chassis. I'm going to pull out this assembly for the push buttons. It's 2 screws, one here and one here. We're going to pull that out and clean underneath here, and oil and grease and clean this thing as well. I've got the tuning cap sitting in some evapor rust. It's got a little bit of rust on it, but it should be ready to go. And I've taken off some of the other parts here that hold the tuning cap in place. And here's the front bezel. There was a little bit of rust on there, but we've got that clean. So we're getting there. The radio does work poorly, but it worked. So I did try it before I started working on it. So the radio's good, the coils are good, the transformer's good, everything's good. So it's a good radio to work on. So when we get to the cabinet, it's really cool. So I was able to buy some real wood veneer on Amazon. They have a variety pack which has many different kinds of wood with different grains. And one of the sheets that come with it, it's very thin sheets.
I don't know that one.
Neither do I, Alexa. One of the sheets that came with it has a very close wood grain to the cabinet, so which is great, right? So we're going to take the cabinet, we're going to strip it down, we're going to refinish it, we're going to fix all the bad spots, and we're going to get it into a good place. So that's where we are. This thing is pretty good. Here's a piece of mica, by the way, that I replaced on the tuning cap, but we'll get to that. So we'll have some fun here. We've got some dial string to redo. So I know our friend Old 64 Goat, right, Bill, will love the dial string part. I know he loves those things, and we'll go from there. So this thing is almost like a 66 T-Bird, right? Needs some work, but no problem. Piece of cake, right, John? So that's where we are. And just want to do a little bit of talking about something else, and we're going to wrap this one up. It'll be a short one, and we'll see you guys soon. Be right back. So, how you doing, guys? I want to talk a little bit about just a little bit about this quarantine stuff and this virus stuff. I don't do flapping videos, and honestly, I don't watch them a lot because I just don't have the time. But I just want to take a moment to make sure all of you are taking this thing seriously and quarantining yourself and not going out. Who knows, right? Who knows what this thing is really about? But what I do know, and I've checked this couple of sources on this, is that it actually is a disease or a virus that jumped from animals to humans. I don't know if you've read some of the articles and some of the, some established articles, which I trust, honestly. It made a jump from animals to humans, and it essentially, I think it started in China in that Wuhan province, and it started with a bat. I believe that's what they've narrowed it down to, and they do DNA sequencing, and they're able to figure out where it came from. It came from a bat. Somebody was killing a bat to slaughter it and eat it, or did something and touched themselves after they whatever, and the bat was diseased. And it was introduced into the human body, which most diseases, that's how they start, from something else, like an animal. And the virus has actually mutated already a couple of times, so there's different strains already. So this thing is pretty bad. So, it's really important that all of you take the proper precautions. I know you're all locked in quarantine and that kind of stuff. All new for us, right? None of us have ever, the whole country is home, restaurants are closed, bars are closed, travel industry is in really bad shape. Don't panic. right? Don't go out and buy toilet paper. Just be smart, right? That's the bottom line, and that's what we're doing here. And but don't forget, you've got local businesses that are trying to survive. So most of the restaurants here are able to work with takeout only. Support your local business. Do a takeout, right? Remember the small companies are the ones that are there for you when you need them. Well, they need us right now too. So keep that in mind. And bottom line is, I hope everybody stays safe and we'll get through the storm together. We're probably going to be locked down until June or so. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe May or June. So until then, we have plenty of time to work on radios and fix things and get things where they need to be. And, it gives me time to work on my hobby. All right? So you guys take care. Bye.